I know you will have told the players what's at stake. And if you look at the lineup, you'll see also Ibrahim Adamu is also there. So I'm sure Nigeria will definitely triumph over the Kenyan side.
In terms of form, Nigeria lost their first match and came out strongly, as you said, in their second and the third match, running riot against the Burkina Faso team yesterday. But the Kenyans, however, they've decided on a very bright note winning their first match. But in their next two matches, it's been they shared points to have 5 points in terms of form. Do you think the Nigerian team, is in form and have picked it up from where they left it off?
Well, both sides are actually on the same level, because if you look at the Algerian side, Algeria beat Kenya 3-1 yesterday, and Algeria also beat Nigeria 3-1 in the opening match. So if you look at both teams, they are in the same level. But what is going to give us the upper edge is the fans. Yesterday, you could see how the spectators and the fans played a huge and a crucial role in cheering Team Nigeria to victory. I am sure the same will happen here, because if you look at the crowd, volleyball has attracted people to come watch the game, and this is also going to play a huge role. And as I speak, the setter Elisha Anabi is going to take the first serve.
Okay, Elisha.
Anabi.
Elisha Anabi taking the serve for Nigeria. It's game on. Game one in the first set. Nigeria taking the serve and lost that particular point to the Kenyans. It's on the scoreboard now. Nigeria nil, Kenya 1. Kenya has drawn the first blood here against Nigeria expectedly. In tournaments like this, it's important that you put your right foot in first. But right here at the indoor sports hall of the National Stadium, Abuja, the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, it's now level. The Kenyans equally too through their first serve out. How important is starting off on the right foot? In a tournament, soak tournament. I mean, tension soak tournament of this format.
Well, if you look at the lineup, you see that Coach Solomon Zango stuck to the winning side yesterday. You'll see that if you look at the starting lineup, you'll see jersey number 7, Cyril, is in the team. You'll see jersey number 15, Briggs, is in the team. You'll see jersey number 4, Ami, is also starting. So Coach Solomon Zango knows what's at stake in winning this match, and we should expect firepowers. Now it's 2-2, and you see Shango, Morris Dikia, aka Shango, giving us the second point. So I believe we are going to give our very best against Kenya. And for me, I see Nigeria winning this first set by a slim margin.
I must tell you that was a good setup, shot, from the entire Nigerian team, and a good finisher by that opposite Ita, who is equally has the ability to block quite precisely. Nigeria has taken the lead. It's 3-2 at the moment at the indoor sports hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. A whole lot of dignitaries are present here at the indoor to grace this occasion. Most of them volleyball enthusiasts. I can also see some football enthusiasts here talking about the team manager of the Nigerian Super Eagles, Patrick Pascal, is an ardent follower. That's the cheer from the crowd. A good digger by the Kenyans, following an attack by the Nigerian side. An open Isa there, but eventually it was a direct send back to the Nigerian half of the court, and it was a big hit again from the Nigerian side. But the ball was blocked off for 3-3 at the moment.
Well, Mora was in a hurry to hit the ball because he saw an open space there, but unfortunately that ball was a spiker on the net, and it went in favor of Kenya. The scores will have been 4-2, but now 3-3. That's the importance of getting every point. Every point is going to count in this match, and Nigeria should try as much as possible not to be wasteful. And you can see flying off Awol AWO Sheba Jefferson. She has given a jump ball because according to the second referee, both players touched it. But let's see what will happen, because Nigeria, I'm sure, will definitely win it. And you can see Cyril, jersey number 7, giving a fantastic ball. But now Kenya have gotten the points, they lead. Like I said, every point is going to count.
Every point is going to count. It's the 8th save of the first game. And it's Nigeria 3, Kenya 4. As I said earlier, the dignitaries here present are equally of high caliber, but the Nigerian delegation from the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Air Force, and of course the Nigerian Navy are well represented here at the indoor sports hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. It's all square at the moment. Service 9 at the moment, and it's 8-8, service 9 in the first set. Nigeria picks this one. It's 5-4 now. A free ball unforced error caused by the Kenyan number 14 shirt. Quick passing around, good block. It's 5-5 at the moment. It's Kenya 7, Nigeria jersey number 10 on the baseline. The traditional jump serve. Good intent, but bad execution from Nigerian number 9 to give Kenya a 6-5 lead here at the indoor sports hall of the National Stadium, Abuja. Service number 12 in this crucial encounter, the decider of the silver medalist in this competition. Both teams are struggling to win.
Wonderfully executed by the player.
Another open spike from the Kenyan number 14 shirt. Number 16, I beg your pardon.
2-point lead against Nigeria.
There was no blocker in that one. The Nigerian team went to sleep. It's been a ding-dong affair here. More from on the local parlance, we call it the family game. At the moment, it's 6-7, an end-to-end encounter. Raw skills, fierce battle. Good setup play by the Kenyan there. And they've taken a 2-point lead at the moment. We are hitting the 6th minute on the clock in 3 seconds. And Nigeria is trailing by 2 points. Wow, that was a giveaway by the Nigerian number 7 shirt. How did he do that?
Well, like I said, the Kenya side and the Nigerian side are two teams that are on the stream scent, and the Kenyans are taking advantage of every point. If you don't utilize your points, you are going to suffer for it, and that's what is happening now. The Kenya national team are doing that, and you can see now that Nigeria is picking up. We need to cover up this 2 points deficit, because every point is going to count, and if we begin to pick points one after the other, the Kenyans might end up picking the first set. But I'm sure, and I know we are going to get the maximum point. And you can see a nice block from Elisha and another point for us.
Another point for Nigeria. Good block shot from Elisha Ajebi. And Nigeria has turned that around 4 points. Now they've reduced the deficit to just 1 point after 7 minutes of play. It's Nigeria 8, Kenya 9. Nigeria got the points again. It's all square at the moment, and the crowd are cheering again. The crowd is cheering on the Nigerian team. It's an orthodox formation by the Nigerian side here. The usual 3-3 formation, not any regular special move. And now advantage Nigeria. Good spike, spikes out for Kenya's points. Shonga, I guess, miscued that one. It's Kenya 10, Nigeria 9. Now this game has changed the leadership a couple of times. In the first set, 8 minutes into the fourth set. We've seen Nigeria taking the lead, and of course, we've seen them level quite a number of times too. And again, Kenya now is now leading with just 1 point in this encounter. It's 8 minutes gone into the fourth set, and it's Kenya 9, Kenya 11, Nigeria 9.
Well, that was a bad reception from jersey number 15, Briggs. He could not stand the ball, but now he is trying to redeem himself by a spectacular spike. Fantastic spike from jersey number 16. Nigeria being punished. We are not able to utilize our opportunity, and now Kenya leading by 3-point difference. Nigeria needs to get their house in order if they want to put a smile on the faces of the fans. Well, all in all, Nigeria will still get back from the deficit.
All right, so we hope the home fans here can cheer this team to victory. The Nigerian team is trailing by 2 points now, 9 minutes into this particular encounter. Jersey number 9 serving from the left-hand side of your screen. Good reception, poor block by the Nigerian side, and it's Nigeria 10, Kenya 13. It's 13-7-10 at the moment. The score is 13-10 at the moment. Kenya 7, Nigeria. Jersey number 11 serving from the right side of your screen. A low serve, good passing the ball around, and we'll finish it up. Are they able to finish it? Unfortunately, it's a 5-point margin at the moment. It's a 4-point margin at the moment. Nigeria trailing by 4 points in the first set of the encounter. 10 minutes on. It's 14-10 against the home side Nigeria. Another word of caution coming from the center umpire in this one. That gave the coach of the Kenyan side another opportunity to speak and dish out instructions to his side. Jersey number 11. He has gotten 4 points on a stretch for his side, and that has been broken at the moment by jersey number 4. Jersey number 4 of Ferdinand Ami of the Nigerian side. I wonder how somebody could, be Christian Army, one-man army. Is it possible?
Yes, his dad used to be a volleyball player and an army officer, so they decided to give him the name Army. I know of a volleyball, one handball player. He was giving birth on the court, and his mother named him Damaturu.
On the court in Damaturu.
Yes, on the court in Damaturu.
I guess they were out on the competition in Damaturu, and the mother gave birth on the court.
Yes, his mother gave birth to him on the court, and they have to christen you after something they'll remember. So by the time the mother's teammate sees the young boy, they call him Damaturu. Same thing.
Good block from the Nigerian number 7 there. We'll get back to the analysis. That's history from coming from the lips of Dare Kuti, but a good block shot from the Nigerian number 7 shed there to reduce the deficit to 13-5.
Yes, Cyril is one fantastic player. He found his form yesterday against Sierra Leone, and we can see now that he's doing a fantastic job here. But we need the boys to get themselves together and take this set, because the first set is going to play a huge role in setting the ball. We should not forget, in the first game on day 1, Ghana were leading Kenya by 2 major sets, and Kenya came from behind. Same thing can happen, but we should not put ourselves under pressure. You can see now Coach Zango has called a timeout for Nigeria. He wants to talk to the boys. We need to get these points and not lose unnecessary points against Kenya.
The timeout was expected when you lose 4 points in a row and your team is unable to rally round. I think it's the duty, the responsibility of the coach to call for a timeout and get his team together, correct the mistakes, and correct the error so that they can get back on track. Because you agree with me that if you don't do that, probably there must be something the Kenyans are seeing wrong in the Nigerian side, probably in the setup, in the shape of the Nigerian team, which they are actually probing to get the required points. It's 13-7 at the moment. What do you think, from your experience as a journalist who has been covering volleyball from Nigeria and across the continent? What do you think the coach should be doing at this moment?
Well, the Kenyans are using more of the middle for Nigeria now, and they are sending the ball to position 5. So I think we should find someone to block better. The coach, I'm sure the coach must have talked to Ami to do a fantastic job in the middle because now Mora is there. I'm sure they are going to use more of the middle and we get a block. And now see the timeout is already effective as Nigeria has won 2 points.
Just as you said, the middle has been the weakest point for the Nigerian side, and I think they've actually gotten their acts right there, trying to block from the middle. We seem not to have a block. I mean, the blockers are jumping well enough. The Nigerian side, their blockers are not jumping well enough to cover up, and they are allowing the opposite Eaters off of Kenya, which they've deployed here to do the damage against their side. Poor reception again, and it's just going to be a follow through for the team, giving Kenya the advantage, and that advantage backfired. That was being overzealous by the Kenyan number 18. He was too sure he was going to get that point, and it's giving Nigeria an advantage, an undue advantage. It's an unforced error, you may want to call it. 16-18 for Nigeria. Goal spike coming from that particular position again. Now position 5 has been found wanting, and the spikes are dropping in from that particular position. There needs to be a turnaround if Nigeria is to do anything meaningful here. A good block by the two center blockers of the Kenyan team. No one had expected that, and they've opened up the margin again to 4 points. 16-20. 16-20 is what is on the scoreboard. Kuti, is this good for the Nigerian team?
Well, it's not good for the Nigerian team. If you see the jersey number 16 of Kenya is playing a fantastic volleyball, he's putting it on the line. You see that the blockers of the Nigerian team were opening the line and position 1, and that's where the jersey number 16. He has been punishing us. He's doing well. He has not dropped any point since he has been spiking, and he needs to be stopped. He needs to be caged by Nigeria. I'm sure the coach is noticing the diagonal play of jersey number 16 for Kenya, and we are going to do the right thing. Nice setup by Elisha for Ami. That's what we expect. We should put the ball in the middle when the Kenyans are not ready and send the ball to position 4 so that Shango can spike the ball and give us a maximum points there.
All right, doing the right things, but seems that Nigeria seems not to be able to block every spike coming from the opposite end of the net. And that's jersey number 11 doing the damage. Yes, again. 4 points margin at its stand. 18-22. Good reception. A tumble there.
3 for catch-up, 3 for the set, as Kenya lead by 3.
An unintentional hit that sends the ball back to the Kenya court, which disarranged the team.
Bricks is about to serve. In volleyball, anything can happen. We can get 4 maximum points, but let's wait to see if they can. Fantastic spike from jersey number 9 for Nigeria. Nigeria, we are already behind by 4 points, and Coach Zango is calling another timeout. That's the last timeout for Nigeria. Hopefully, we are going to enter 20. I have seen at the World Championship, at the African Games, where a team was down by 19 points, and they will go ahead. They went ahead to win the set. So I believe with determination and zeal, and with tactical and technical play, we can get 2 points, and it's left for these players to listen to instructions of the coach and put the ball across the
Okay, not just determination. Determination will not do it alone. Kuti rightly said that the technical and tactical ability of this team now is a test, trailing by 4 points, 23-19 in this particular encounter. And it's game points now for Kenya, set points rather, for Kenya to take the first set. Minor score at the moment is 24-7-19 for set 1. Jersey number 12, Sango, has saved the first set points and has reduced the deficit to just 4 points. It was 5 earlier. Can Nigeria take this game all the way? Will Kenya surrender their 4 points lead in this particular one? Fingers crossed. Good setup. And he blew the ball out. 3 points now. The pressure has now taken a twist. Kenya on the receiving end. Another set point saved there, this time unforced. And it's 21-24. Good save, low one, precise. And finally they got it. They took things easy. They didn't go for the spike this time. They took it slow and steady. They knew the Nigerian team was all ready for the spike, to block that spike. It was a pin down by the Kenyan front line player in that particular one to give the team from the East African nation the required points to take the first set. It ended 20-25.
21-25 in favor of Kenya. Well, it was a good game, but I'll say the Nigerian players are becoming cold. If you are losing by 2-3 points, you need to also play well, and I expect the teammates of the players to cheer their fellow teammates. The band or the spectators or the supporters club should not only cheer the team when they are winning, even when they are trailing from behind. They should also ginger the players. You could see the Kenya national team when they were behind by a point and 2, they were still gingering themselves. So I expect same from the Nigerian team. We can still do it. If Kenya can come from 2 games down to beat Ghana, if anything can happen in the world of volleyball. This second set we can pick it, I believe, and I'm sure the coach will have told the players that, look, we have prominent people who have left their workplace. They've left every important thing to watch you play. So we need victory from the team. We could see from the clip before that Coach Zango was talking to the boys, and now Ibrahim Adamu is also trying to talk to them. So the atmosphere is charged. So I see Nigeria doing the needful in the second set.
Okay, we expect that Nigeria do the needful. Those are the words of Dare Kuti, a patriotic Nigerian journalist who has pitched his tent and wants Nigeria to go all the way to win this particular encounter. It's interesting. Nigeria versus Kenya. And now Kenya are taking the first set 25-21. And the second set is about to serve off with Nigeria now on the right side of your screen in white and green jerseys, while Kenya is in the red and blue pants, red shirt and blue pants. Okay, we're waiting for the signal from the center referee.
The first set had to be told by 46 rallies 4 in between. Kenya with the win, and they are coming even stronger for the second set. But Nigeria.
The lineup remains for the coach, and the libero is out at the moment.
20 million Nigerians supporting
even while Nigeria is serving, the libero is out, and that speaks volume about his performance in the first set. Coach Zango has retweaked his team. Kenya has gotten the first point in this match. Another good way they have started this particular encounter.
Sweet block from the Kenyan boys, two-man block against Nigeria, and the boys are looking, the Kenya boys are looking gingered. Nice one from Elisha. Elisha is one of the best setters we have in Nigeria. Elisha played in the under-19 where Nigeria won gold medal, but unfortunately Nigeria could not go for the World Championship. This boy is a fantastic player that we should watch out for, and he got Nigeria first points. And let's see another beautiful set from him, and well, it was spiked out, but the referee is saying brush out, and the Kenyans are already complaining. But let's wait for the referee, Madam Sheba Jefferson, FIVB badged official, to have a say.
Okay, this competition is quite neutral for the Nigerian officials that are here. They've gotten their certification not by hook or by crook, but by sheer performance, and they know what it takes if they get biased in this particular tournament.
2 points for Kenya.
The FIVB, African Volleyball Board, Volleyball Control Board, are also on ground to ensure that the rules are being added to. It's all square, Nigeria 2, Kenya 2.
Set is good, Captain Guy.
That was a 4 touches by the Nigerian side, and it's a free pointer for the Kenyans. 3-2 at the moment. 2 minutes gone into this encounter.
They have 1 set and 1 point to their brand.
The Kenyans are a little bit more relaxed than the game started. Wow, that was a good suspense, a good set, and there was no answer for that question asked by Nigeria's jersey number 7. The Kenyans found no answers for the particular one.
Oh, that's smashed against the net.
Jersey number 5, I beg your pardon. He lost serve again. Little wonder why your team is trailing. You misuse such an opportunity. Backer and backline is at there. Jersey number 5, probably why. That's why Coach Zango has brought this player in to catch the Kenyans unaware, hitting right from the 3 meters line.
Well, Coach Zango has introduced Abdul. Abdul won the most valuable player at the CAVB Under-19 African Championship 2 years ago, and now he has shown why he deserves to be on the court. Yesterday was the only time he didn't start the match against Sierra Leone. Now the coach saw a reason why he should bring Abdul in, and now he has justified why he's in the match. Now the scoreline 5-5 for Nigeria. Nigeria should get every available point if we want to win this match. The Kenyans don't want to drop any points, but we must force them to drop more points.
Nigeria's back court players are flat-footed, but each time they come up to the game, they contribute quite immensely to gain points. That was an easy point. There's Zango on the service line. That's an ace by Zango, the first ace of this particular match. They were all ball watching. No one reacted to that firepower from Zango. Can he take it again? He took it quite easy this time. Not quite an ace, but a point for Nigeria. The 3-point margin at the moment. 5-8. And you can see that reflects in the cheers from the stand by the crowd here.
Like I said earlier, we should not only cheer these players when they are winning. Even when they are trailing, we should cheer them because it's going to psychologically affect the players that they believe in us. And you can see Shango gave Nigeria 3 points, and now we've lost 2 points now. The referee, the referee Mohammed FIVB badge referee has given the point to Nigeria because the Kenyans were complaining that the ball passed the back of the antenna. But Mohammed is saying no, and Madam Sheba Jefferson has given a yellow card to the Kenyan national team because they are complaining. I don't know why they are complaining. The match has been free and fair. Madam Sheba has been blowing quite fantastically well, but I don't know. Maybe the Kenyans are frustrated already because the Nigerian spirit is already awakening, and the spectators and the fans, including the supporters, are already on their feet. If we continue with this, Nigeria should be able to win the second set. We don't want to drag to the 5th set. We want to just play 4 sets, and hopefully we get what we want. The Kenyans are still complaining. They said the ball passed through the back of the antenna, but the referees are saying no. That is why we have the line judges there. They are there to see where and when the ball passes. And the first set, the referees did a good job. I don't know why the Kenyans are complaining now. They should accept their fate and play this match, because whether they like it or not, Nigeria is going to win.
As it stands at the moment, Kuti has taken a stand. But for me, what's on the scoreboard is Kenya 6, Nigeria 1 for the minor score, with Kenya leading in this encounter with 1 set already in the bag. Of course, the Kenyans need to keep their cool and not to lose this. They have the advantage, haven't taken the 4 sets at the moment. If they let Nigeria find their way back into this encounter, they know it's going to be a difficult task for them to actually achieve. This is already taking a toll on the Kenyan team. Jersey number 10 serving the ball out all by himself to give Nigeria a 3-point margin in this one. Will Nigeria make this advantage count? Let's see. Good block, set, and a good spike there. And that has sent the crowd here. The fans of this team up, and they are roaring. It's 4 points lead now. Nigeria leading Kenya by 4 points. On the border, it's 10-9. Service. Good block by the Nigerian side. And jersey number 9 is doing the archers move. And in the timeout called by the Kenyan team. Kuti, the Kenyans seem to be losing their camp already. They have the advantage, and one will wonder what is this. For now, at every point, the Nigerian side now, for the Nigerian side now, they are all listening to their coach.
We all know how difficult it was.
Getting instructions from the coach.
We'll be expecting
and we hope that they can build on what the coach's instruction is at the moment. Timeout is over. And it's game on. Jersey number 7. 7 from the right side of your screen. A tricky serve. Advantage Nigeria. Another outside spike. And it's in ball. A 6-point margin for the Nigerian team. Kenyan 6 and Nigerian 12. You may want to ask, where was this crowd before? Why are they now, coming all out Could it be because of the performance of the team at the moment?
Block is out.
Everybody love winners, and that's what's happening. Like I said, I was expecting the crowd, whether we were losing or winning, they should cheer this team to victory. And I'm happy Nigeria, we are getting back our rhythm. We are leading by 5 points. Nigeria 12, Kenya 7. Shango has proven to be a big player, and he gave us 5 points straight up. And Elisha also made vital blocks. Elisha is a one player who is a setter block. He knows how to block, he knows how to set, and he knows how to do everything a normal, a complete player can do.
Advantage Nigeria now. And at the score has been reduced to mere 3 points from 7 points. Is Kenya 9, 7 for Nigeria's 12. Another timeout by the Nigerian side now. Each team has 2 timeouts in its set. Nigeria has utilized one already. The Kenyans have also utilized one. So both teams, they have one opportunity to call for a timeout here. This is the Kenyans cap now. Their coach, sporting jersey number 12, has actually spotted an error. He's trying to communicate the instruction down to his team. Whether or not they will be able to execute this is another thing. And that's the Nigerian camp too. It's timeout over. The teams are back on court. The margin at the moment, it's 3 points. Kenya 7, Nigeria 9-12 at the moment. A good serve, slow and simple, good reception, and the third ball, massive Nigeria advantage.
Nigeria, 13 points for Nigeria.
4 points margin.
For Kenya, that is the lead so far in the second set, and Nigeria.
That particular spike slides through the forearm of the two blockers in the net.
Capitalize on their attack.
Back on court now.
Huge from Kenya.
And the ball is still on.
Ball still in play.
It looks clumsy, but eventually
it is 10 points.
Kenya got that point. That was one of the funniest rallies I've ever seen. It was more like scrambling. And I thought the referee should have sounded the whistle for palming in there. But I wouldn't know. They have a clearer view of what actually happened from their own perspective. And from what I'm seeing on the screen, I think that was that call should have been made much longer on the Nigerian side, given the advantage. 4 points margin on the scoreboard now. Nigeria 10, Kenya 10, Nigeria 14. Kuti.
You don't need to lose points now. Kenya coming back now is 11-14 in favor of Nigeria. We cannot make 5 points and lose 3 points to the Kenya team. We need to go on a steady progression. If we want to win this match, we should try to maintain ourselves. And Abdul has been fantastic, but now the boys they are losing their rhythm, and the supporters club are not gingering again. They need to ginger the players to know that whether they play well or they don't play well, the fans are behind them. But what thing we need to do is we need to manage our balls. Nigeria are not managing the ball, and I pray it doesn't affect us in this second match. Fantastic spike from Abdul, and Nigeria 15, Kenya 12.
Nigeria 15, Kenya 12. Unlike in the first set where it was a ding-dong affair before the game got into the double-digit score. This time, it's been a one-sided affair all along.
Well, it is
but right now, the Kenyans are crawling their way back into this encounter gradually. Advantage Nigeria. Good set. Outside spiker. And that's the answer to that. That's the response to that.
Another chance!
And it's Nigeria's point. Volleyball at its best here. The Nigerian Armed Forces team showing their prowess in this particular one. 16-13. This encounter is going to be a true test of character, true test of character of the Nigerian team. They have opened up a 4-point margin at the moment, with score at 17-13 in the second set of this encounter. The encounter will determine who consolidates on their position in the table. Kenya is currently third on the logger with 5 points. And they lead Nigeria in the major score of this particular encounter 1-0. It's ended 25-21 in the first set. And right now, Nigeria is trying to find its way back. 18-14 now in this second set. Nigeria on the overall medal table in volleyball has 6 points. And a defeat here today will mean that Kenya will overtake Nigeria with 8 points. And Nigeria will remain in our 6 with 6 points. Algeria already earlier today defeated Sierra Leone 2-1 to take an unassailable lead in the volleyball competition of the second African Military Games.
Oh, the captain, he had to come back again. He has helped Nigeria.
Winning 4 of their 3
in the last
previous matches.
As we stay 4 points in charge. 7 here by Cyril and 7.
4 points lead here. Jersey number 7. 7 from the right hand side of your screen for Nigeria.
Haven't lost the first 21-25. Cyril here to 7. And he pops it
a tricky serve there.
Set is good and Bernard
A poor block from the Nigerian side. And it's 16-19, a 3-point lead at the moment.
Two gladiators, and we'll be seeing a serve from Kenya.
3 points for Nigeria. I would say I'm not happy because we should be winning this match by 5 points margin. You can see the Kenyans are utilizing every of the opportunity. Now they have 17, and Nigeria we are 92 points behind them. We need to capitalize on. You can see another block 18. The coach needs to call a timeout and talk to these boys that you cannot afford to lose this match. But I'm hopeful Kenya will not take this. I am hopeful that something will happen and they will win this set either by luck or by merit.
Okay, by merit or by luck. And it's all square at the moment. First, well, there's a decision here. The point has been awarded to Nigeria. And you can see the agitation from the camp of the Kenyan team.
Well, the referee, second referee, saying the ball did not cross because the referee was in the best position to tell. So the ball didn't cross. I don't know why the Kenyans are arguing because the referee was in the best position to see it. The first and second referee, they hit the ball didn't cross over the net, and it hits the Nigerian player. So they are saying it's a canvas, but the Kenyans are saying it's not a canvas. Like I told you, the 2 referees who are officiating this match are FIVB badge referees. They know what is at stake. They know this match is live on television and on the internet. So they will not afford to do anything that will tarnish their image. So the Kenyans, whenever they have a complaint, the captain should signify by raising up his hand and telling the referee, I want to talk to you, because the referee's decision is final. So now a decision has been made.
All right, point for Kenya.
Madam Sheba Jefferson says she's giving the Kenya. So the score line is now 19-19, and now the dagger has been drawn. Let's see who is going to win this sword fight.
It's all square now in this particular encounter. Kenya versus Nigeria. It's the volleyball competition of the second African Military Games happening here at the Indoor Sports Hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Kenya, jersey number 14, is about to serve, and there's a complaint protest by the Nigerian side, who were awarded a point and later got deducted to leave the encounter all square 19-19. Umpire Evers Jefferson has sounded the whistle for the commencement of the game. A tricky serve.
The contested point to Kenya.
Kenya takes the lead. Straight 6 points. And the Nigerian side have not found no answers to the questions that have been asked by the Kenyan team at the moment.
1 point, 1 set, 8 set number 2.
It's 21-19. Nigeria trailing by 2 points. Unexpectedly, the timeout, the last timeout call by the Nigerian side. The Nigerian side have conceded 7 points without scoring one. 7 consecutive points in this particular one, leaving the score at 21-19 at the moment. Kosi, this does not look good for you.
Well, I'm still hopeful if the Kenyans can overturn a 6-point deficit and a lead. I feel we also can do same. What Nigeria just needs to do is to cross the ball. If we can cross the ball and find our bearing, we should be able to still take this second set.
Okay, hope is what Kuti is relying on, but the players are on the court there, sweating it out.
21 for Kenya.
20-21 at the moment.
Get something more out of
the second set in the encounter between Nigeria and Kenya. The volleyball event of the second African Military Game. At stake is second position on the log, and the contest is between Kenya and Nigeria. Jersey number 16, 7 from the left hand of your screen for Kenya.
Nigeria was able to hit up 21 points in the last set. Now they have 21 points.
A good block by the Nigerian side. It's 21-22 at the moment.
For the host nation, who trailed in the match, haven't lost the first set.
Nigeria's service.
Can they be able to come back here? Quick substitution from
Another
Kenya.
protest. The game has been altered. The referees are communicating.
But it will be ENDBAG to reserve again.
And the table umpire has signaled that all is well.
Nigeria.
And it's game on. Jersey number 9, 7 from the right hand of your screen. Tricky one there.
22 apiece.
Good point by the Nigerians, and it's all square.
We will bring Nigeria back to parity.
Can they maintain the momentum?
5-4 rallies, still no difference in the second set here.
All eyes on the Nigerian side now. The home fans are cheering up.
A block still in progress.
It's game on.
Spike from Kevin is enough for it.
23-22.
22.
The Kenya seems
Penultimate set point for Kenya. Well, it's easy.
the Kenya have taken another tactic. They are no longer jubilating every point made now. They want to be humble.
Haven't gone to 23, 22. 2 will do.
They've taken out the camp and have gotten the points now. It's set points already. 24-22.
But it is a duel of differences.
Just one more point for Kenya to see.
Great block from the Kenyan side. The Kenyan side have shown determination. They came here for war, and they are giving us bumper to bumper. I don't know what's wrong, but we seem not to be getting our rhythm, and now the Kenyans have taken the second set.
It's set points. Kenya 25, Nigeria 22. Major score 25-21 in the first set, 25-22 in the second set, and it's 2 love for Kenya. The third set will begin any moment. It's the second African military game. The volleyball competition happening here at the Indoor Sports Hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. The motto of the African military games is promoting friendship through sport. The end of the second set is seeing a mass exodus of fans leaving the arena at the moment. Members of the Nigerian Navy are stepping out. The fans are living in disappointment, and this could affect the morale of the Nigerian side. Coach Zango is a little bit worried there. We hope they can find their way back into this game, but definitely that is not going to be an easy task for them. What will be the thinking of the coach at the moment? I think he wants to come out to attack. The Nigerian cap is not happy, and I can see from my point of view that the players are cheering each other on. They actually want to win this match. The third set of this encounter will start in any moment from now. And the crowds are leaving the stadium. Here is where the supporters base of the Nigerian side were. But I think that they took a misconception and thought probably the match was over. I know if they hear the rows and yells are from a few left in the arena, they will get back to cheer this team on. Home advantage plays little effect in football. I mean, in sports these days, one would have thought that the Kenyans will be G3 in this match, but they are out. They've come out strongly to contest for every point in this
we have 1 point
particular encounter.
For Kenya. Already seen 2 sets of this game played. Kenya with a victory in those 2 sets. They're leading 2 sets to 0 at the moment, and we hope to see a lot more fights from these 2 sides.
It's actually not the end of the game. It's just 2-0 down. Kenya
Best of 5 sets in volleyball.
1-1 on the minor score in the third set of the game. Wonderfully exhibited.
Nigeria has dropped the first 2 sets. And are already trailing in this particular encounter, the third set. 2-1. The rotation of the Nigerian team has let them down in this encounter. They are always in a hurry to get the ball crossed over without setting up their play, unlike their Kenyan opponents who have a clear cut mental progression of what they intend to do. A good block by Zango to give Nigeria a point there, and it's 2-3 for Nigeria.
Who is the man pushing. Well, another point for Kenya, 4 points for Kenya, 2-4.
The Nigerian side is not mobile. Fatigue has begun to set in for them. They're becoming flat-footed and ball watching. An unforced error from the serve, and it's 3-4.
Nigeria a point.
Nigeria serving from the left.
Kenya. 5 points for Kenya, 3 for Nigeria. This has been their routine so far in the first 2 sets. Looking for weak points for the Nigerian side and capitalizing on it. Service from Kenya in this 3rd set.
Kenya has taken a 2-point lead.
Huge
that has been reduced to 1 right now.
With the very important point for Nigeria. 4 points for Nigeria, 5 for Kenya at the moment. Huge point for Nigeria then, leveling same points with Kenya.
Nigeria squandered a 7-point lead in the second set to lose the match 22-25.
Point for Kenya, 6 points for Kenya, 5 for Nigeria. Service,
I beg your pardon, to